started this at 1:44, which is that's pretty cool. I didn't even see that. But hey guys, hello, welcome to my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel, Goddess of Light 1111. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning subscribers, welcome back. So before I begin and say what I got to say, um, I'm gonna give God His glory. Heavenly Father God, the Most High God, thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for waking me up to see another day. I am grateful, I am thankful, and I appreciate everything you have done for me. Thank you for my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters, known or unknown, no matter where they are in the world, that they are at peace, they are healing, they are cleansing, they are purifying my body and soul. Thank you so much for safety, protection, healing, and health well for my children. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everything. I'm grateful for my many blessings and my many lessons. Thank you so very much. Father God, my Holy Father, may you continue to be glorified and magnified. Thank you so much that you let your only son die for my lineage, my ancestors, new generation and old generations. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everything. I am so grateful for my many lessons and my many blessings. Thank you so very much. Also, I want to say to everyone that are going through something around the world, may peace be upon you. May healings bring your heart. May healing bring your heart to a calmer, peaceful, and comforts by try to focus on God, by try to focus on the lighter side in this lifetime. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am so beyond grateful and so beyond thankful for everything that small, big, grand you have given me in this life. So I am open to receive and the blessing the universe has for me. So thank you for allowing me to heal past traumatic experience, for allowing me to focus on my purpose, for allowing me to focus on my abundance. I am grateful and I am thankful for all the chosen one that are fighting this battle. We know we are the 144 and it is very hard and stuff right now because as I will prepare for the new world, we also have others and stuff like that that are trying to stand in our path, that are trying to use corruption to stand in our path. And I know that I pray for all the chosen one to stand firm in their beliefs, to stand firm and believe that God going to deliver them. As it said that I will put my word in your mouth. You will go where I need you to. You will speak where you need to speak. Do not be afraid of their faces because I will be stand with you. I will be with you to deliver you. So Heavenly Father God, that I remember those words. So thank you so very much for everything that I pray. Amen. So I want to say this. So there's one of you in here. What happened, guys? You don't want to see good news. This is good news. You see, I'm not I'm not going to I'm not going to let the whatever that I experience become my downfall or my detriments. So that's what I want to share some stuff with you guys. And then I'm hoping after this that I don't have to say anything about this. Like I said, this turned out to be a karmic situation that I had been dealing with. It wasn't karmic okay, in the past. In the past, it wasn't a karmic situation, it was a lesson. So the reason that is still lingering around and stuff is because that, um, when I went through this, I wanted to let this situation go. I wanted to move away from this situation because since I spoke over 2 years, there wasn't any results. Um, you know, but I did receive some justice into this situation. I know it's not all, that what is cracked up to be. So there was a lot of lessons still stand because I have to continue to speak up because the people was refusing to leave the situation alone. They were refusing to let go of the situation. So I do not have any other choice but my lesson was for me to continue speaking on this and not to walk away from certain places, from, for me to be at peace. So first and foremost, I want to say to those people that I felt like, that, it's kind of like, okay, I have a bond to pick with you. I have love to give you. If you have a bond to pick with me, I only have love to share with you. I have peace to share with you. I have, healing to share with you. And I also have forgiveness to share with you because I chose in this life, I chose to focus on the positivity and on the lighter side of life. I've whatever that I put on there as the schedule change. The schedule change is that, you know, um, if I'm focused on speaking on this situation, that it will not be viewed. It will not be viewed because it is about that, that I spoke and then the others building their account. I do not hold that against them, some shape or form. I'm not envy them. I'm not jealous of them and stuff. You know, I felt like the only thing is that I've been taking advantage of my situation for people to, make money. It has nothing to do with, my own family or my own children and stuff like that to benefits of this. Matter of fact, instead of us building anything to get any profit off of this, my situation, we are more into struggling. Hey, Kiki, thank you, thank you, thank you. Instead of some of us, instead of my family or my children get any type of benefits from this, we end up in a place where that, I'm not in a poverty mindset or anything like that because truthfully, if I'm being honest and stuff, God has been blessing me with, you know, with a beautiful life. No matter what I go through, that He usually pick me up the floor. Okay, so He usually pick me up the floor. Usually put my crown back up. That's what I say. That to those of you that doesn't, that solely focus on spirituality, I'm not here to knock you down, but I mix up my spirituality with God because I have a little bit of more of understanding. I have a little bit of knowledge, that I know that for me, okay, to combine, because spirituality start at the beginning. Spirituality start with Genesis. Spirituality start with Adam and Eve's. So that's why I chose to, combine and address it this way before I say what I got to say. So that's what I focus. No matter what I'm going to do, I give God His glory first. I focus on God first before I say anything. But like I say, I do have things to share with others. I'm not going to sitting there being a negative, throwing fingers at anyone or anything, people, places, things, situation. When I say that the past, for people who think like, if that I'm being patient to let this situation die out, let go, for people to realize that, you know um she knows the truth and she chose the higher path. She chose the light. Yes, I do know the truth. I chose the light. I chose peace, and you know I chose to have I can say that, you know, this situation, I wasn't in my ego, but I wasn't in my ego, but I was, trying to make, you know, I was trying to, for the truth to come out my own ways. And before I begin to say what I want to say, also, I want to give shout out to the Holy Spirit for whooping my butt, for whooping my behind. Okay, I want to shout out to the Holy Spirit, for taking me to, like, making sure that I get my behind whoop in order for me to see the truth in this situation. I want to say that. And I'm thank you for all the lesson you dragged me to repeat those lessons. Thank you to the Holy Spirit for all the testing repeatedly and stuff like that until I get it done. You know, um, I know that regardless of what's going on in my life, I know that love is always win because God is love. God created us with love. Let me tell you guys something. God created everything in this world with love. Every single thing, the mosquito we don't like, the bugs that bugging us and stuff like that. God sees something in us that we don't even know that is important. So God's create everything in love, with love. I am not here doing a tantrum or, pointing fingers and stuff like that about what anyone did to me. But I will reiterate of what is going on at the moment. That's what I say, schedule change, okay? Because what's going on right now is that, you know, when I was doing, my readings and things, things like that, I was focused on working because that's because that, I'm not afraid of success. If you wanna do one things today, you feel like, well, I'm gonna work today and take a break tomorrow, or I'm gonna work tomorrow or take a break the next day. God works a whole week, and then that 6th day he say, I'm done. He took a break. So we all are allowed a day and night. Like I say to you guys, people, you can work day or you can work night. So what I want to say is that whatever time you chose to work, that's on you. But I know that as a chosen one and stuff like that, we take an oath. We have duties, okay? We have duties and stuff like that to God. We have duties to the universe. We have duties on this earth and stuff like that to heal, to love, to be compassionate, to live in a life of whatever that God's have. I'm not going to choose riches and wealth and things like that, because that's not hard. That's not what Jesus taught us. Jesus said that, by us follow through with 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 the teaching, with the loving, with the compassion, with the gospel and stuff like that, we will have eternal life. So this is what the teaching. I still haven't. I know that you guys are in a hurry and stuff like that, but be patient with me because I felt like, like I say, the main reason when I was praying, I said those words. I felt like there was, something that I had to telling you guys on those when it's come to teaching about, like, you know, um, wisdom and knowledge. If you go on to try to say, I'm chose to doing something, I am 144,000 and stuff like that, is because of money. That's mean you already mistaking. You already going to making a whole lot of mistake when it's come to your purpose, because our purpose and stuff like that in this earth is to raise awarenesses to people that is actually still asleep, to people that, like you heard, like, everybody online say, oh, you can press this and stuff, like you can press this and then your third eye will open and stuff like that. You know what, I am not bashing them, but I'm going to say it's require a lot. It's require knowledge, wisdom and discernment and stuff like that to open your third eyes. I don't know what people talking about and stuff like that. I listen to my inner self. I listen to the wisdom. I listen to the wisdom from God. Excuse me. Somebody like Natasha, you say too much. Oh, okay. So I felt like, when it's come to, I have a lot of things that I have to release when it's come to pass, including places that I work for and stuff like that. That I realized that that was these places, people, places, things, situation, including places that I have worked, that is become a karmic in my life because I had to let them go and I make a mistake and go back to them, and it's become like a downfall for me. So what I want to say when it's come to, when I want to say when it's come to scheduling, you know, um, the main things that's going on right now with a situation that is supposed to be over is that people still wanting me to stay in this situation by sending entities inside my vessel, by sending entities inside my vessel. So not only that, they're still doing this, change the schedule and stuff. Like for instance, if I'm going to eat, they're only recording. They know I'm going to eat, and then they will send the entity through my food. Even if I pray, it will still come. It's not gonna last, because I'm an earth angel, so my light is not gonna let us stay. But it's a little bit inconvenient because they're doing that so I can be, stuck in my head, and then so that I could start talking, like I say, I can be start talking about this. The reason, and I'm going to say that just to show you guys, there was no pettiness, no envy, no jealousy, no hatred, no grudges when it's come to me at all. I'm not holding none of this. When I say that I chose, when I say that when I don't give messages where I am at the hotel, is because that there was a lot of underhanded stuff that's going on, or try to making sure that there's some type of distractions. There's either distractions that's going on, so I do not speak, uh, but or there was distraction so I can speak, which is that I'm okay with this. That's why I'll be going out there to speak, because I'm still being recorded at the hotel where I am. So if I'm recording, I don't do any messages, I'm still being recorded or whatnot. So that's why, someone chose to working with others and stuff like that, so they can um you know, whomever those people are that chose to working with others and stuff, to creating, so at nighttime, what they are doing. So his good message, good news, bad news, whatever news you want to call it don't matter to me. What they're doing is that they're making sure that their partners together and stuff like that, to say disrespectful things, about me, to say negative things about me. And those have been said very loud and clear, so that I can actually hurt them. So then that I will react to it, or I will say something and stuff like that, so they can receiving some type of profits of whatever that I said, or if I do a video. So, and then people was like, oh, that I don't do thin shorm and stuff like that. When I cried and stuff like that, that's because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because I've been trying to walk away from this situation. And, is when I vocalize the fact that I walk away from this situation, is to tell people that I forgive you. I'm not gonna giving you a place in my thought every single day, every single hour, every single second. I'm not going to give you a place, in my vessel and stuff like that for you to come in and see what I'm going to say, what I'm not going to say. Like I say, a new beginning, a new beginning means that, okay, I close this chapter out and stuff like that. I can choose to, like I say, social media isn't gonna go anywhere. I can still working on my channel. Um, you want to partner, you can, but that does not mean that I have to abide by, by what you guys going on, because the big shocking news is the fact that this is all of these things that been happening to me. Someone orchestrated the lies, the manipulation, someone orchestrated all of that, to make it look like this is a whole made up story and stuff like that, just for money. All of this is just for money. And it's kind of like, okay, I came to you, I'm going to give you an example. I came to you, I say, hey, I got this business going on and things like that. And then, I explain to you from A to Z and stuff like that. You start thinking like, this might be a good thing, You mean that if she stay in isolation and stuff like that, if we push her to isolation, we can make money off of her and things like that. Okay, that sounds good. Because a lot of them say they are, earth angel or chosen one and things like that. But they don't actually use their intuition for real. They just wear the cards and stuff. So they don't really believe, they're not going, this person is not going to realize that we're making sure that we're working with others and stuff like that. They're just gonna things is just happening to them, you know, and we're just gonna think like, well, she met only cuckoo and stuff like that, especially that once she's, you know, it's just a whole, when I say a whole made up story, a whole made up story. Like if we hurry up and stuff like that, I've known all of this for the past for the past 3 years. And I've spoke about that when I was in isolation. I was living in an apartment for 2 years. I spoke about this over and over. The only thing is that it never get to YouTube's. It never get to YouTube's because that they had blocking me. They when I make videos and stuff like that, they were all blocked from YouTube's. YouTube never, that I'm not saying YouTube personal. I'm talking about like the community on YouTube's never get to heard or listen to those messages at all, because they were started making sure that I couldn't give no message at all. So, that's what I was thinking. That's what in my mind, my first thought was like, well, maybe there's something legal that's going on. So I will take a step back in making sure. But then I realized that making sure that they can do whatever the investigation they got going on. But then, I start, meditating and praying and stuff like that. I start getting download. I realized that I know, I know this was all a made up story. It's like one person, literally one person go around the whole block. They go around the whole block, including people, places, things, situation that I work, people that I used to be friends with. This person literally put major major things in these people ears and stuff like that, and then everybody start calling judgment on me at once. So because someone felt like I would be useful to them, and then it's become them. Okay, they felt like I will be much useful to them if that I'm being away from my channel, if I'm being away from my channel and stuff like that, that I'm giving messages, I'm giving messages at, while I'm in isolation and stuff like that. All they have to do, they will give it to the people that they work with, the other readers they are work with. and then they will make money from there. Okay, this is where one person go to everybody. So I used to have a total of 10 cameras that is recording me. So each of those people are giving these messages that I gave to them to say it online. Whether that's what I stopped talking to my family, that's why I stay and stop talking to my family, because when I told them in 2021, when they start recording me and stuff like that, I told my family not to say anything, not to say anything literally, because I knew that I was being recorded. But I moved from that place because they realized that I didn't do anything wrong. When I moved from that place, I moved at the apartment. That's when the show started, because at that point and stuff like that, there was everything and anything that was started doing to me, to making sure that, to making sure that I didn't see a day of light. So my trust and faith in God had been tested, but the only thing that was remain, that my faith become stronger with God than I was expected. But that was what, and still, even like 2 days ago, that's still going on, because when people realized that I wasn't gonna go down that easily, I wasn't gonna be those people that are being, literally brutally abused, slandered, manipulated, to get off their path. I'm not gonna say just social media. I'm going to say they were brutally abused to to a certain extent. People just quit their path, or they just they quit their path, or they quit their own journey and stuff, like I say. So I've realized all of that. I talk about all of that. That's how these people making their money. So someone figured that I would be useful to them, to him, there and them. So now they started working together to making sure that I'm not, getting any type of viewing in my channel, because what you see or what others say and stuff like that, it started manifest in my life, because I actually support other readers and stuff like that. Not a lot, maybe one or two I used to listening to and stuff. I used to supporting them because they was telling my story better than I can. But then I realized I also know about the 10 of Pentacles, which is, that's not money, is 10 of cameras. That's like, how do you say that someone have 10 camera over my life, watching me on different camera. Each people are watching me in different camera and give it. So I've known all of that. Like I said, it's not because that I don't know. It's not because I don't know why, all of these people, it was just only a made up story to try to create some type of legal situation. Is the same thing like people that lies and say that I was doing magic and stuff like that. It's all a lies also. It's all about lies. They say that, I was having a third party relationship with somebody's husband, but again, it's all a lies, because that's not true. I have not been no with nobody's husband. I've been in a relationship with, living with the person and stuff like that. They are a cheater, but I have not been in a three-way relationship with nobody's husband. So, you know, the reason that I'm giving you guys a little bit of everything's in here is because, like, this thing is so big. It's so big. It's so enormous. Enormous. It's so enormous. It's so gigantic and stuff like that. To me, this is big news. So now we are at a point and stuff like that. The divine want to close a cycle. God also want me to focus on my purpose. The divine want me to focus. The source want me, is my spiritual team want me to focus on my purpose. But I let go of this situation. But my people, they have their schedule. They have the only reason now they want to making sure that they are creating delay. They are trying to blindfolded me at nighttime. They are trying to blindfolded me at nighttime by come in, and then they try to making their partners and stuff like that at nighttime, to people, to others and stuff like that, for me to have sleepless night. So if I'm having sleepless night, which means that in the morning I wouldn't be able to wake up to do any readings. So this is what's going on now. So this is the new schedule. I've been following the schedule and stuff like that to see if it's gonna end anytime soon. But then I realized that what they are still continuing. Thank you guys for like the video. I appreciate you guys so very much. I mean, you know, liking the video is not going to hurt anybody. It's just going to, it's my actually help others that choosing whether you chose the path or dark or light and stuff like that. It might actually help you some shape or form. Whether that what I'm telling is the truth, you need to still like the video, because you're gonna have to realize that I'm not your average, you know. Address. Oh, go tell what's going on. Well, you need to go back a little bit if you want to know what's going on. Just go back. It's not that far. Just go back. You will heard what I've been saying. You know, well, welcome to my channel, Nedras. Welcome to my channel. But anyway, um, again, like I say, thank you. Oh, before I left, and I was gonna say that thank you for those. Thank you for those that are supporting me, that are sending me Cash App gifts. Thank you so much. I appreciating you. And I'm going to say it too, please. Nobody, please don't send any type of negative. And I'm saying that for anyone for their own free wills, because I don't want nobody to attacking me thinking like it's my own. Please do not send any type of cash app with negativity on it and stuff like that. It will backfire on you. And this is me telling you the truth and facts. I'm an earth angel. I am supposed to bring awareness, light where there is darkness. So please do not send any cash app, any gifts and stuff like that with malicious intent. It will backfire on you. So, but anyone that's sending me any cash app, my cash app is down below. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everyone's support and love, in this journey. So thank you guys so very much. So to finish, to say what I know that there is uh you know there is three men's and three women's. They are doing power of three at night time. They're still doing magic at night time. They are doing power of three, to making sure that while I'm asleep, try to send the reason that I said try to send, because anyway, since I am in a karmic situation, but I don't have any karmic death. Since I am in a karmic situation now, because it turned karmic, because most of these people and stuff like that, they actually have a lot of karmic debt they have to pay. So which means that it end up that way. But they are doing power of three, and they're also doing magic at nighttime. That's why they try to change their schedule at night, so that way it will be easier. Because I felt like, you know, there is there was two fire sign. There was two fire sign and also a water sign. And then you have also the third party, which is that, these people can, I guess they can call themselves witches. I have nothing against you, sisters or brothers. I cannot help you in that situation. That's what you chose to do. But you attacking an earth angels, you attacking that you guys supposed to have knowledge of understanding. You guys supposed to have knowledge of understanding, but you chose to do malicious things with it. So I'm not exactly sure how can I possibly helping you guys to see clearly or to open your third eyes. The only things that I can telling you, I am on point with forgiveness. I am on point. I have compassion for you guys because I, by you guys try to focus in doing spell work at nighttime or then collaborate with others and stuff like that for me to have sleepless night, I'm not sure, I'm not worried for anything like that, I'm not worried. So there were certain things that I will keep when it's come to myself because, some people are going through the same thing like me and they don't know how to deal with it. So I want to make sure that when is the time, when the time is right for me to help others to heal, they will know that what they are supposed to do and how they're supposed to go back, to get themselves together, and there is also people that is literally just sent these, I just call them illusion because I don't believe in certain things. For me and stuff like that, I don't believe in certain things. So because I don't believe in them, even if they are there, I acknowledge them, but I do not entertain them. I do not give them energy. I do not give them power. So it can only be a temporary effects, which is like we're talking about maybe an hour or two or whatnot, is for, the same thing, people, like I say, people felt like, I'm supposed to be, in a state of mind where, that I'm broken, or, I'm not broken because I have healed my traumas from the past, and right now I am focused on healing through this situation that I've been dealing for the past 4 years. And that's what I want to telling you. If your main focus and stuff like that is to receive money while you're keeping this situation going, and then you keep transferring entities, please don't give me any gifts. I do not accept it. When I'm talking about gifts and stuff like that, I'm talking about those people that are doing spell work, that are sending like that are doing spell work, and then they're sending you like Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, when I say that, I have to explain myself. That's not money. This is like kind of like giving you a gifts. Someone could be like, oh, we all gonna give you a gifts, or we all gonna give you a 10 of Pentacles. So a 10 of Pentacles could be like literally 10 birds. Okay. So I want to explain that to these people. I know what you guys are talking about. That 10 of Pentacles could be 10 birds. It could be 10 whatever that they want it to be, but they wanted something to be beneficial to them. Okay, so this is what's been going on. So this is breaking news for real, for real. So they could be giving you any type of 10 animal, or they can giving you any type of 10 spirit, depending what, how bad that person that is doing all of that. So that is what the King of Pentacles chose to do to me. But that was unbeknownst to me. That was unbeknownst to me. I don't know why I even say his name, but I am, I did not, I really did not want to say anything about any type of sign or whatsoever. But the reason that I say that, I forgive you. That's why I chose to move forwards from you. I tried to move away from you because you were the mastermind of this plan, that made up plan and stuff like that. So unfortunately, that I don't know why I even say it, because my whole things was this is told about, what's going on currently that happened, that is currently happen. Like I say, forget, he was the mastermind of this and stuff like that, by involve everybody, and everybody want to file papers and things like that, illegal, legal or illegal and things like that, try to come after me for some sh- some shape or form of things that I didn't do and stuff. But I'm moving forward peacefully. I am focused on myself. I am focused on my healings. Like I say, you know, they always trying to say that, oh, the reason that, because I realized that when I started driving, it was a karmic place that I wasn't supposed to go back. And I did it because that I wanted to help my family. But then it's become karmic because they're also supporting the shenanigans that was going on. And I had to walk away from that because it's become really, really terrible to my health. It's become really terrible to my life, and it's become very dangerous and stuff because the mental abuse that I experienced within the 4 months that I was driving. The within 4 months that I was driving, it was probably one of the worst time in my life. So I chose to forgive, release, and let go. And these people were still sending entities inside my vessel to control, to see if I'm still focused on them, to see what's going on, or by try to still come in and hold on my back, just to get information. So everybody's still working together, some shape or form. Like I say, they're just changing their schedule. They're just change their schedule to do things at nighttime, because they know now, because their whole plan was supposed to be like, okay, if all us fail, that we're gonna focus and keep her in isolation, that she can keep talking so we can build our account by that whatever information she gives out. So because we know she's telling the truth, who has to tell the truth better than the person that is in that is at the concern of the situation. So that was the reason why they wanted me to be. The reason that I keep saying, I call it hostages, because I felt like I've been holding hostages, but I am free to go and I am free to coming in. Because if you put someone in a situation where that that they don't have anything to go, they don't have any finance and stuff like that, and the worst thing that could have probably be happening is by people went and said, went and tried to invest it with, with family and things like that. So that way that, they can talk online. Someone went to my family because, like I say, they could probably go to my family and lie to my family on my behalf. And then my family think like, oh, that's because of me things happen. But that's not true. Whomever this person is and stuff, what they did, what they did, they went, when they're hacking into my phone, when they're hacking into my electronic, they went to my family and stuff like that. They figured out, because you put sis, brother, mother, blah blah blah, and so on. They know that who's who in my phone when they call them, and then they try to manipulate them and making things like, oh, that I say things about them or I did something, because I realized that when I first, you know when this first started and stuff, I speak with my family, but not when they call me. It sounds like they try to manipulate it me some shape or form, and that's when I told them not to say anything and stuff. I was waiting and stuff when these things is completely over so I can talk to my family. This is the things This is the things people think like I am biased. They think like I don't use my tuition. They think that I am naive. The reason that I chose to say that in here is to making sure whatever that they are still doing and stuff, it shall not, that too shall pass. That too shall pass. That too shall pass. Because if you guys, anyone that know, if you are in the upright, if you are just, if you are innocent, someone is doing magic on you, it's easy, it is very easy for you to remove that, for you to like reverse that, okay, by you talk about it or by you expose it. For me and stuff, to walk away from this situation, there was a repeated lesson that I have to learn because, like I say, I was tired. I felt like, but I have to remind myself, God didn't just promoted me to all of this good, okay? All of his goodness. God did not promoted me to all of this goodness for me not to speak the truth. So for people that does not know, my wish is granted today to speak about this. Okay, my wish is granted to speak about this. This is not me decided that I want to speak because I expected, instant gratification, or I expect to be famous and things like that. My wish was granted to speak on this today. So that's what I said, the schedule change. I don't know how they plan to work this schedule they are doing and stuff because they are still doing power of three. They are still trying to send entities inside my vessel. They are still trying to using mental manipulation and projection. So right now, because I felt like some of these people might be trapped in their head, but because they are trapped in their head, they want to project it on me because they think it's my fault instead of see the reality of the situation was just a made up story. Someone make a whole lot of story and stuff like that. Start, like how you, I don't know why I get this, you know like a hunter, you know um they don't really, they want to kill their prey, but they don't want to kill their prey, stuff like that. It's kind of like, in when I say, I'm talking about, like, anything. So it's like they want to unalive their prey. Maybe if I put it that way, it might sound, I'm not trying to scare anybody or anything like that. It's kind of like um a sport of hunter, because I know that people that actually, there was hunters that is, they play sport of hunting and stuff. So it's kind of like that. We want to see, we want to see how much, what can we do and stuff like that to get this person to a point and stuff like that where we need, are they gonna use their intuition to see what we're gonna do? If we go left, are they gonna go right? If we go right, are they gonna go left? If we go left, are they gonna go straight or forwards, or hide and things like that? This is the situation when it's come to this, and stuff. So that's what I say. You know, I always say that, we have people that is mastermind when it's come to, we have people that is mastermind. They are very smart, but not that intelligent when it's come to money. And I'm not trying to disrespect it, anybody. I said it with my heart's open, 12, 12, 12. So a portal universal is open right now. I say 12, 12, 12. So it's just that, someone thought like, you know, was the best thing and stuff like that. And they still think that way. They still think that way because some of them, they're still working together. They're still trying together and not realize that I forgive you. If I forgive you and stuff, you're supposed to be move on. I am, I walk with grace. I work with be merciful, and also with compassion, to let go of this toxic situation, to let go of this karmic situation. I'm not sure, because the reason that, for me, I can say that the reason that it actually go that long is because I do not know 95 of these people that are involved in this situation. So when I have to release some type of um when I have to release some type of these energies they have placed it inside my vessel, um you know it's not that hard. And also and stuff, because you don't know the person and stuff, like I say, it's a made up story. There was hurry up and go places and try to lie. They just say that, oh, I heard them here, I heard them there, and for those that, recording me, that heard me speaking, that know some of, truth that I speaking and stuff like that, I take responsibility for that. I take accountability for that. But with the person that started this mess, it was just that they can have me all to themselves. Either they have me in isolation, or either stuff like that, they start playing their hunters. They're hunting me to see what I'm afraid of. They're hunting me to see that, um what they can do that would be quicker for them to make their money. What they can do to, quicker to make their money. And I figured those in 2022, in 2023, when I start exercising my mind, start getting clearer. That's when I realized that, you know what, I don't have to put up with this, because if I ask, I will ask for, I say forgiveness, I say call me out and stuff like that. That's when somebody sitting there, like, they want to talking about lie about some woman and men and things like that. Okay, I was like, okay, these don't make no sense. But I thought, like, this is all made up story, literally a made up story and stuff like that, for people to just get finance. That was the reason men focus and stuff, because they know that if I'm in my channel, if I'm speaking publicly and stuff like that, they won't be able, because somebody probably make a lot of money of me doing readings and stuff like that. So that's why, this is you have to lose something to know how important it is and stuff like that. And I know right now a lot of people might be in regrets. A lot of people might be in regrets, because they thought, like, they will get, it will be easier and stuff, if, and I hate to bring that word back. It will be easy, if I'm staying in isolation. But like I say, your plan only work a certain amount of time, because you put me in isolation to speak, but I don't have no money. So how am I supposed to stay in isolation? So then in the end, when you push me to go to work, I go to work to a place where that, because at this point and stuff like that, my energy is being abused so much and stuff like that. I don't want to be around people. But then y'all felt like, well, this is a perfect opportunity. I even thought, like, oh, because you guys try to projecting, you're getting money for the family. I'm thinking, like, okay, you're gonna give me my family money or for this and stuff like that. Okay. But then it's become like the most abusive things that happen in my life. Again, it's just like, I do know the plan. I know that you guys are trying to making sure that I don't know what's going on, especially schedule, try to, working with siblings and working with, people, and working with, whether I know known or unknown and stuff like that, for them to even like call judgment and stuff. How you cannot possibly call judgment, even if the people that I work with in the past, that's what I asked them to forgive me, because that it wasn't my doing. It wasn't my doing to get off my channel. This is the person you guys chose to partner with and stuff like that. That was the reason that I get off my channel. That is actually is pretty, pretty done smart, because that, and they were giving messages secretly about me, without me even know it. But one thing that I know I was being recorded. I stated, I keep saying that over and over. I keep saying that over and over. That's why, I have things that I got to do. This karmic situation has to be removed. This karmic situation has to be removed. And I know that these people gonna realize that, because they went about it, this way and stuff like that, some of these people won't be able to walk with me. They're gonna have, the same way they wanted me to have take a loss. And I told them that, you know I told them that, and because they were making money and stuff like that off of me, they didn't looking at it, if I am in isolation and stuff. I don't have any type of resources coming when it's come to finance and stuff. I don't have any coming. Then, because they was getting paid and stuff, they didn't think like it was important. They felt like they're gonna continue doing the same thing. I did told them that if I am in a point that I become, um having loss of wages and stuff, to the point of, in the poverty line and stuff like that, it will affect in you guys some shape or form. I did told them that, because I was told to give them that message. Because God said that I will bring famine, pestilence, and so on. And I did brought that to their attention and stuff. It doesn't because that I didn't warn them. I was being good. I was being a good archangels enough, to give them, to telling them the truth. If they try to have me in poverty and stuff like that, they will deal with that, because that was the message that, that I was giving, to give it to them. So, with all say, with all being said, that I gave the message where that it needed to be. I shared you know, even if I was waiting to give this message and things like that, if I don't speak about some of it now, it will continue, because these people are ruthless. They are really ruthless. They do not care about, what I got going on in my life. They do not care whether I live or die. They do not care whether I am in the street or not. And matter of fact, these people doesn't care what my family or my children and I go through at all. They just thought like, if they hurry up and did all of these things to me, and then by on top of it, by saying all of these things to me, and then added, showing my family that I was, you know, that is because of me. So my family will take it to heart and stuff like that. And, they will believe them. They will believe them. Like I say, I will never betray my family whatsoever. I will never betray them. I try to keep, personal stuff, because I know that we need healings. We need healings. We can tell this story once the healing's done. It is not, we're not healed, but then we're telling stories online. So if you're not healed, you're telling story about your family and stuff like that, you're still gonna go to stuff. You're still gonna go to stuff because you chose not to heal. You know, like if you're not forgiving them, you're not you holding on to grudges or hatred and stuff, you're not going to heal. Social media is just gonna be like making you feel like, or they're just gonna make you feel like a victim. They're gonna they're gonna make you feel like a victim, and then they're gonna victimize the person that did anything to you, whether that it was trauma, past children trauma, or growing up, whichever ways. So that's why I chose to have a little bit more understanding when it's come to the situation that I was dealing with. So I don't took the high roads. I don't took I did not took the high roads. I have compassion. I chose love instead. I chose to forgive instead. I chose to see the light of things, because if I'm able to stay here today to give you guys, when I'm talking about these, once in a while and stuff like that, sprinkle a little bit of knowledge, about, things and stuff like that that I learned throughout this journey. I am not mad. I am not mad when it's come to this situation and stuff. I just want people to know that, continue with doing this stuff to somebody that didn't do anything to you, especially with a made up story, with a whole, it's just like, I felt like this is like fantasy land when it's come to my story, because everything that happened to me is actually happened. The only things that to the others and stuff like that, the fingerprinting, the people that is pointing the fingers at me and stuff like that don't realize that it's kind of like be in a movie, but you don't know which role you are playing. It's like, you're in a movie, but you have no idea which role you are playing in it. That was what I know. But the end results was supposed to be detrimental, my downfall, and pretty much unalive me. That was supposed to be the end of this story. But I always say that I always say that God is good, God is great. I chose to focus on the lighter side of love. I chose to see people, you know, um, to see things in a new perspective, because I know that I am at age and stuff like that. People felt like, oh, I always doing tantrum, or I always, actually, I don't do tantrum. I speak and I tell the truth, because if you are investigating me for something that I didn't do, for a makeup story and stuff like that, it telling you something about your book education, because I know what happened to me, it's real. You know what happened to me, it's real. But we want to try to making me still look bad. So, and that's where the unjust, when it's come to this situation, fall. Because if I didn't do something, if I didn't do anything to you, you have you have right to say, well, you know what, I'm gonna go focus on something else that is gonna be that's better for me. And yes, I know that people get paid a lot of money and stuff, to do bad things, to others. It's a hurt people. But, you know, if I didn't hurt anybody and stuff like that, you wanna go above and beyond and stuff, like, even, let me tell you, sometimes, like, these people send poison. 2 days ago, they sent poison, those things they send and stuff like that is become poison and stuff like that. The minute that I ate and stuff like that, it's go wide out. It's happened to me 2 days straight. So, I know these things that happen to me. It's not because that I wake up and be like, oh, I want to be famous, or I want to make money, and I want to, this, that, and the third and stuff like that. That's what I'm telling on somebody. No, it's not like that at all. I'm telling the facts and the truth. The fact that I know these people changing their schedule, they are doing things at nighttime. They are doing power of three. They are still trying to making sure that I do not have, I do not sleep at nighttime. And that's something they did in the past, because in the past they did that so bad. I start sleeping during the day and stay up at night. They did that in 2021 because I was so scared of my, some, like I say. So I know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. I used to sleep. I used to, while I was used to sleep, they will bend the ceiling and stuff, because they will have those dogs, they will have those dogs. This older woman and stuff like that, she used to bring two black dogs and stuff. I saw them. They used to be open the ceiling and stuff like that with camera at nighttime, until I start talking about them. When I asked what happened to those dogs, when I asked what happened to those dogs and stuff like that, there was a bunch of like military people that come to that complex, and then they will move those dogs, and then different people start coming with their dogs here. I know a lot of things that happen that I do not see, I do not say and stuff like that currently, because it's a lot. So, guys, I'm going to leave this right here. For those of you that have been listening to me, stuff like that, I do know what you up to. I do know what you got going on. And I am hoping and stuff like that you stop, so we can all move on with our lives. May God continue to bless you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything and everyone that I listened to me today. Thank you guys so very much. And also, one more thing that I would like to say is that, um, whether you changing the schedule to nighttime, power of three, power of 1,000 and stuff like that, I am still an earth angel. I am still a chosen one, and my faith is unwavering when it's come to my Father. When it's come to my Father, my faith is unwavering. And I appreciate my spiritual team that's staying 10 toes down with me, for me to focus on the latter side of, on the lighter side, on the lighter side of things, that also having me to focus on love and peace and harmony, instead of, shenanigans that's going on. And also that, please stop. I do not give you guys permission to transfer entities inside my vessel, and I do not want your little gift you're trying to send in, whatever that you're trying to send into my vessel to get information. So thank you guys. Have a nice day. May God bless you. Peace out. Bye.